afternoon, everybody. Boy, are we excited to see you. I hope you've been able to feel it as you've come in this morning. We are just so excited to have you. We're so excited about what you will experience this summer. I can tell you, Alejandra sitting here, but we have been planning for you, and this really is so important. You've already heard about how the numbers have increased. There may be some of you who were here with us last summer, but this program is so extremely important to us, and we just want to really say welcome to you. And I'd like for you to do me a favor before we really get started and do two things. Will you first help me please give a round of applause for all of the many professionals who worked tirelessly to put this program together. Please give them a warm round of applause. And then, because I know you can do just a little bit better than that, I know the day is moving on, but just for yourselves, and let's see how you can do on this. Would you please just kind of go crazy, give yourselves a round of applause for the effort you took. And the reason that I say that is that you deserve it. That it took effort for you to apply for this program, to have the interest in coming to this program. And one of the things I want you to remember is that success is habit forming. And so once you get in the habit of succeeding, you continue to succeed. And this is the first step in what will be, I'm sure, for so many of you, a wonderful, wonderful journey. Now, you've heard that I'm the prosecutor. I don't know how many of you all know what the prosecutor does, but I am your elected prosecutor. In fact, you probably noticed we had an election just last week where many of your parents had an opportunity to elect their representatives, and I was elected once again as your state's attorney. And what does the prosecutor do? The prosecutor files charges when crimes are committed. The police make an arrest, and our office is responsible for prosecuting those cases, taking them to trial in many instances. There are some cases where we work out the cases. I know we have about 20 young people here. Raise your hands who are going to join us in the state's attorney's office this summer if you're going to join us. All right. So we have some folks who are going to join us. But what I want to tell you about that, and I think you heard a bit of it from Mrs. Maxwell, is that I knew very early on that I wanted to be a lawyer. I decided, as a matter of fact, maybe a little younger than here, that I wanted to fight for other people, that their rights would be important to me, that I wanted to defend some people, and that was something that I learned pretty early on. But programs like this one, because I was in a summer youth program as well when I was younger, but programs like this one really helped me to develop the skills for that, helped me decide, but you know what, I think I'm a leader, and that I can lead. And many of you will come away from this program understanding that about yourselves as well, is that you have something unique in you that you ought to pursue and that you will pursue. But I should tell you that when you heard about effort, there is no substitute. And one of the things I really hope you get from this summer is there is no substitute for a good work ethic, none whatsoever. Because the truth of the matter is, in many cases, there are so many people who were smarter than me. This is true. That in settings that I went in, it wasn't always the case that I was the smartest person in the room, but I worked hard. And I can tell you that it has served me extremely well to outwork folks. And that's what we want you to learn this summer, is that there is no substitute. That you stand out, people recognize a person who works hard. And that's what I want you to learn this summer as well, is that sometimes your skills, it won't always be your skills that will help you succeed in life. Instead, it will be some intangible things that you will learn this summer as well. And part of that will be how hard you work. I hope as well you'll have a chance to meet lots of friends this summer. And I have to tell you, not only in this program, but outside this program as well, and I know you've heard it before, choose your friends carefully. Make sure you choose great folks to be your friends. Everybody won't deserve to be in your life as a friend, but make sure you hang around positive people, because they will help you as well to move forward in your life. So make sure you select positive people who have things in common with you. And then stay in touch with those people, because I met some friends in the summer youth employment program. And as a matter of fact, as funny as it is, many of them came to my aid many years later when I decided to run for office. They said, you know what, we remember her. I'm going to come out and work in your campaign. And so you'll meet friends now who will be with you for the rest of your life. But make sure you select those individuals carefully. And along those same lines, one of the other things we want you to learn here and throughout the rest of your life is the value of good character. What do we mean when we talk about good character? Character is what happens when nobody's watching. Who are you when you think nobody's looking? What are the choices that you make? And I have to tell you as well, that good character, your good character in many cases will take you further than your skills again. It's not always smart. It's these other intangible things. How many of you watched the games this week, the World Cup games? Did anybody watch? Very few watched. Well, when we talk about good character, I can think of another example. How many of you heard about this whole hurrah with the Clippers owner, Donald Sterling? How many of you heard about that? This owner who made these nasty, racist comments in a phone conversation that he thought nobody knew about, right? He thought nobody heard about the nasty things that were inside of his mind and in his heart, that nobody would ever see it. But you know what? Those things have a way of coming out. They really do. And that is what we mean by, in his case, poor character. But good character is what happens when nobody's watching the decisions that you make. And those are all the things that come together to make you a successful person. As we know that you all will be, is there is no substitute for good character. You know, I heard somebody else say something that I think is wise as well. Is sometimes your skills and character, your skills and talents will take you places that your character can't keep you. How many of you have seen that? People, real smart people who go far in life and make real crazy mistakes and they come down. So we want you to remember about character, about choosing friends. And again, you know, and I won't talk terribly long about taking advantage of this opportunity. It is a wonderful opportunity. Not just to stay in touch with the friends you make here, but there will be other adults. And I encourage you to get their information, make sure you stay in touch with them long after the program is over. The employers, the folks who you meet in your office spaces, make sure you stay in contact with them. And when we talk about the little things, every now and then if you drop a note to someone and say, you know what, I enjoyed working with you. I would love to come back again. Sometimes there are opportunities even over breaks, holiday breaks and such, where there will be an opportunity. So take this as an opportunity. Again, success is habit forming. This is the very beginning. When we say you are our future, we don't make that up. That's not just a cliche. We look out at each of you and say, you know what, there's a state's attorney somewhere in this audience. I know it to be true. There's a person in this audience who will take over someday as the chief of police. There's somebody here who's a business owner that many of us will patronize at some point. And so you're all here in this room in this great, wonderful opportunity to get started. Again, I want to say congratulations to you because you've taken the first step. Again, don't take it for granted. Show up and be ready. People judge you by how you dress, unfortunately, and I know that some people don't like to hear that. But the first impression that a person has of you is a lasting one. So when you show up, make sure you show up and you bring your best self. That you dress well, that you speak well, that you look a person in the eye when you talk to them, you shake their hand. You all are impressive. We know it, and we're so proud of you. Congratulations again for being here, and really the best is yet to come. We look so forward to a wonderful summer together. Thank you.
How's everyone doing? Good. Really? Are you guys excited about working? Really? Can you be more excited? Are you excited about working? Yeah. Come on, give yourselves a round of applause. You're going to have a job for the summer. I know you probably had like a bunch of speakers. That's because we're just really excited. We are about the program. First of all, I want to give Stephanie Maxwell and her team a round of applause. Can we do that? They do a great job every year. Betty Francis, our Deputy CEO for Health Education. Can we give her a round of applause? And you'll notice there are more children, there are more young people, I should say, who are in our summer program this year than in years past. And you probably just had the state's attorney talk, right? And I don't know how many of you here for the kickoff program when I said this about the state's attorney. But the real push for this came from her giving me a phone call at 7 a.m. in the morning, waking me up, and saying we've got to get more, provide more job opportunities for our young people. Not just a summer job, but a career. And with that push came the whole involvement to get our business partners involved, and that's the Prince George's Chamber of Commerce. If we can give them a round of applause for stepping to the plate. The Business Roundtable, if we give them applause for stepping to the plate. Maryland Park and Planning, some of you will be working there, can we give them a round of applause? And so, what I want to leave you with is this. What we hope you do, and I know that you are excited about at least making some money. Anybody excited about making money for the summer? No? Almost? Any parents excited about their children making money for the summer? Well, we want you, and we're excited that you're going to make money. But really what we hope to do is expose you to careers that you'll want to go into. That this becomes the first step in many of you going on to these careers. And so that's why it's very important. We want you to have a productive summer. We want you not only to be lifelong learners, but we also want you to have a lifelong productive career. So with that, I know it's been a long day. We're looking forward to seeing you out there in the workplace. I know you're going to do a terrific job because you're the best and brightest in this program. And have a great, great summer. Thank you.